short answer is no. And this is basically because the new refrigerants have some qualities that are not the sort of characteristics that exist already with other refrigerants. And one of the most important of those characteristics is that they are flammable. And if you are looking at adopting the new refrigerant, which looks as if it's going to happen quite soon, now that the Montreal Protocol meetings and the OEWG meetings have decided to phase out HFCs. Now they're only talking about when to phase them out, but they're going to be phased out. Then there will be a great rush toward HFOs. And HFOs have low GWP but high flammability. And they are all around the 2AL flammability classification, which means they are somewhat flammable. Now, if you adapt those sort of refrigerant into the new air conditioning refrigeration machine, then you have to treat them differently. First of all, from the point of view of technicians, to solder the tubing together has to be done in a way to guarantee that there are no critical masses that may start a fire. Also, the use of natural refrigerant such as hydrocarbon, CO2 and ammonia will increase because of the phasing out of HFC. Accordingly, the way that you will charge a split unit, for instance, with hydrocarbon has to be done in a way where the soldering, the welding together, done in a more safe way and with charges that has to be calculated not to cause an explosion. Same applies to ammonia. Ammonia is a toxic refrigerant. Accordingly, you have to train the technician to handle ammonia refrigerants. CO2, the third important natural refrigerant, has very high operating pressures. Accordingly, it may well explode if it's not handled properly. So the new refrigerant needs a completely different regime of handling the refrigerant, charging the unit with them, getting rid of them, and the whole setup is not there. So you have to start training the technician in these new methods. The key obstacle is there aren't any training program that can be used straight off the shelf, if you like. Those training programs have to be prepared. And this is one of the reasons this meeting has taken place, is to see where are the gaps and how can we bridge those gaps. And once this is clear and laid down, then the training program can be developed, and then the training of the technician and people handling this sort of new refrigerant can be implemented, and then a certification program made so that you are sure that the training program has really been effective with the technician, with the people working in the field. The best approach is to my mind, to create regional centers around the world, in the places where it's most needed, where knowledge has not been disseminated yet, such as, for instance, the Middle East, where you've got 22 nations that are speaking Arabic, and there aren't any manual that talks about handling, the safe handling of refrigerants, new refrigerants. So one of the most important things to do, I think, is to create those regional centers and then create a curriculum where training can be done, taught to technicians and people that are in the field, and then the knowledge imparted to them in a proper way. And then a certification system made so that you test their knowledge every couple of years, say, and make sure that they are up to date and that they have good practices of handling new refrigerant. This I think is the most important.